There are around 2,200 cyber attacks each day. With remote work, organizations have reported a rise in data breaches. Companies continue to spend money on new technology, but they still end up in the headlines. There needs to be a new approach to help mitigate these attacks.
So cybersecurity and data privacy is a complicated issue. It's complicated because there's a lot of nefarious actors, adversaries that are trying to get at people's data for a lot of different reasons. Organizations, big and small, spend billions of dollars in trying to protect that data. However, even then, it's difficult to keep secure and safe, and often the individuals are left with very little resources and knowledge on how to actually protect that data. The internet is this vast information highway, and yet when we think about how our data is being used and how it's actually being stored and kept secure, a lot of us as individuals don't fully understand how that data is being used, potentially against us. We could be used as actual advocates to get some of those nefarious actors into areas in which they're going to use that data against us, and furthermore into organizations to hold them ransom.
Our bodies are capable of defending against a lot of pathogens and diseases using our DNA system and data processing of DNA. Therefore, we decided that maybe if we could apply some of those operating principles to individual pieces of data, that data itself can defend itself in any environment in an independent way. So most cybersecurity systems are where you have watchers and monitors, and they are always looking towards anomalies and to catch people that are trying to get into your systems or steal data. We feel that data, if it's protected properly, no matter if it's stolen, it's still protected. So protected data, if somebody takes it, you shouldn't really care. It's just a garbled bunch of bits. So we followed the DNA data model to create a system of data protection that starts at the data. And we feel that that's where it should be rather than building bigger fences. So the fence is actually really glued onto the data itself, and it moves with it at all times. You're protecting all your data individually and from everybody else, and we're building a better environment to hide in, because if you grow a forest to hide in, everybody is safer. And that's what encryption does for everybody.
Nuts Technologies wants to show a new approach to securing the internet by simplifying data privacy and encryption with their trusted data framework called the Internet of Data. They strive to provide the best technology for data protection and privacy for a positive social impact. Imagine a future where individuals control their data and exert their natural right to privacy.
Nuts Technologies, the Nuts part is an acronym for Encrypted User Data Transit and Storage. And the inspiration for starting Nuts was to figure out how to protect data in a way that mimics nature and the DNA data model. We started taking a look at DNA, and we took its operating principles, and we decided that if we could apply some of those principles to data itself, will it protect people better? Will it actually protect individuals, small businesses, and even large companies? And we found that DNA solved a lot of problems that we encounter in cybersecurity today. We are offering secure data containers where you could put in almost any document, image, or video that you want, and it'll protect it in any environment. We call it Zero Trust Data. And the reason we call it Zero Trust Data is that the document itself, the nut container that's protecting it, will be asking you, can you open me and present your keys? And these are cryptographic keys. The data doesn't trust anybody, so there's the zero trust part.
I work at a small financial firm, about 9 people. We were utilizing Microsoft OneDrive to share documents, customer information, trade documents, that kind of thing. We were looking for a better solution. And speaking with Yoon, the Nuts, I realized how they were looking at things, that they're looking out for the individual file, that they're protecting everything, and we felt that was a far more secure solution for us. So we're able to utilize Nuts to update files, to speak with each other. We see all the changes that are made, we can see all the metadata. It makes it a lot more secure and a lot easier for us to utilize. So we felt that Microsoft just built a fence around our data, and anybody that got through had access to all of it. Within Nuts, there doesn't need to be a fence because each individual file is secure, and we felt very confident in that.
We want to help the small guy, the individual, the small business person, anyone. And with that in mind, we took a look at our technologies, and we think the best way we could help people data privacy is by giving them a cyber solution to help them with their ransomware and insider threat mitigation. Ransomware obviously is very rampant, and it affects at least 50% of the businesses out there. Insider threats is something less commonly known, but an insider threat can mean anything from secretary accidentally clicking on a link in an email to someone doing a bad thing like stealing your data. We think we could provide a path forward for these small businesses and individuals and bring our technology to market and hopefully have early adopters that come in that are very privacy conscious and help us build a grassroots effort to be able to bring this in privacy to everyone.
To learn more about Nuts Technologies, visit nutstechnologies.com.